Okay. Hello, dear academics, ex-academics, alt-acs, basically everyone teaching or doing research in higher education or some kind of spin-off research institution. I'm Özgün Ünver, a burnout and well-being coach for academics from Mind Your Own Revisions. And today is day 7 of the 30 days, 30 tips challenge, where I share with you one tip every morning to improve your well-being. So today we'll talk about processing our feelings. Well, I used to find this term kind of funny and kind of meaningless in terms of, talking about emotions and feelings. Like, what do you mean by processing a feeling? Am I manufacturing something with it or something? But over time, as I learned how to process my feelings, and as I started explaining the process to my clients, I came to the conclusion that it's in fact a good term to use, the right term. Currently, I don't have an alternative term for this. So I will explain you why you need to process your feelings and how you can do it. Okay, but first of all, let's look at the definition of the term to process. Well, it is basically perform a series of mechanical or chemical operations on something in order to change or preserve it. It's amazing to do that on feelings, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's continue while keeping this definition in mind. One of the problems most of us academics have is that we're biased towards thinking, research, logic, and argumentation. So many of us unconsciously end up thinking our feelings instead of simply feeling them. And when I ask some of my clients what they're feeling, they tell me stuff like this. I feel like I'm a fraud. I feel like I am unproductive. Well, those are not feelings. Those are thoughts. Feelings are usually one word, and they come as the interpretation of the visceral physical sensations that we have. For example, happy, sad, afraid, content, relaxed, tense, jealous, so on and so forth. So as I said earlier, we need to feel and process our feelings in order to get the message they're trying to give us. And if you're someone who has trouble feeling your feelings, I have a solution for you. A solution that brings the best of two worlds together, the thinking world and the feeling world. Well, in my opinion, of course. So, drum roll, journaling. It is a bit anticlimactic when I say that because, journaling. Probably you've heard about it before. And maybe you already do it. Maybe you don't. But whichever the case is, just increase it. That's my best advice to you this morning. The type of journaling I'm talking about is not the kind where you just think about the events and evaluate them and then assess things and then pass judgments on things. That's not it. The kind of journaling I'm talking about is stream of consciousness, like dumping everything that comes into your mind onto a sheet of paper as they come, with no judgment, with no stopping. Whatever your brain is telling you, or a part of your brain is telling you, you just put it there. And the idea is unfiltered, uncensored dumping of thoughts on a sheet of paper. When you do that, you process your feelings without being aware of it. And the trick is to do this exercise in the privacy of your own brain. So when there's no one else to judge you around for whatever you are thinking about, it is much more easier to do this exercise. So write it as no one will ever read it. The whole point is writing. You can get rid of the paper afterwards. You don't have to keep it for future reference. So if you're obsessed with keeping things for future reference like me, that might come in handy, but you don't need to do that. And ideally, do it pen on paper, writing it down, old school. Then it's all out and it's coming from the tips of your fingers while you're writing it. So don't choose typing if you can. And by the time you finish getting it all out, the feeling is already a little bit more processed. There's, of course, always more work you can do with regard to processing your feelings, but this is the first step, in my opinion. And there you go. That was your tip of the day. And now go and journal your feelings away. And if you're serious about preventing or overcoming burnout as an academic, increasing your well-being and increasing your mental and emotional health and well-being as an academic, I would love to invite you to my 4-week online course, Bounce Back from Burnout, which I will run once again for free in February 2022. And you need to sign up until January 29th because we are starting on January 30th. How can you do that? Just simply go to my website, mindyourownrevisions.com/BBFB, and there you can find the application form to join the next round of Bounce Back from Burnout. So see you tomorrow for another tip. And until then, have a great day. Bye.